Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're back here in small town USA. On the opposite side of the map, we just got done actually cultivating that field, and man, those weeds are quick. Like, I legitimately just got done and contacted the owner, and we actually picked up a difference contract. We have to get back to our farm and pick up our rock picker, because the massive field that's across from our farm, they are wanting us to get the rocks picked up. So that's what we're gonna do. This was an interesting journey with this equipment down here through the little bayou area, if you want to call it that. Little swamp that they have on this map. So, at least I got my tires cleaned off before I went into that dirt. Now we'll get them cleaned off again as we go back through. Looks like we do have rain in the forecast, but that shouldn't hinder us from doing the rock picking. It might a little bit depending on how much it rains, but something tells me that I doubt it. But that is a $200 contract, so it means it's a big field with a lot of rocks. And I don't remember if I have my rock picker empty or not. That's going to be a big thing. I can barely see where I'm going. Ooh, I think we got a little close to that edge there. There is an edge, because it'll drop you down into the swamp if you're not careful. Got a couple turns left to go, and we'll be back at the farm. So, see you then. Alright, we just got our rock picker here. Ooh, and it's about 60% full. This may not go well. And, our factory that takes us and makes it into lime, I'm pretty sure is packed full. As in packed full of lime. So it's packed full of lime, packed full of rocks. It can't do anything until we empty it. So we're gonna have to empty that here soon, or come try to get it emptied out. But I do want to get this guy going over here. So, the field that we're doing is field number 7. 82-acre field. Which... there it is. Yep, it's that entire thing. So I have a feeling we're going to have to come all the way down here and to be able to get into the field because of that ditch there. I'm not wanting to flip my tractor by any means, although that doesn't look too bad of a spot there to go into. It's just raise. Don't want to raise that up too high, but I also don't want it digging into the ground. Take it nice and slow. Whew, there we go. I'll just go ahead and lower that back down. Alright, so I have activated Chores Play because it was just recently released on the in-game mod hub. I haven't used it yet. So we have it here. Let's go over here to Fieldwork Settings. Let's do 2 headlands. We'll start on the center, because I can. Number of headlands with round corners. Interesting. On non-rounded headlands, okay. Can I make none of them rounded? I can. Which means I wonder if it'll make them all sharp. We'll just do... Yeah, we'll do up and down. Why not? And let's skip a row. Wants to do even row widths just because we can. And we'll do automatic for that. And this is if you have islands set up for the field center. So let's go ahead and generate that field work. It's doing its thing. There it goes. And that's what it comes up with. Little iffy over here, but I think we should still be able to manage that just fine. Looks like we're going to come down here because we're starting on centers and do that. Let's go ahead and start the job. And back out of there. I want to see how this does. Right now I believe I have it set up to where it shows start and end points. And that's just for the existing like 10, 15, 20 waypoints. So something like that. And it shows the last 5, I think you did. And I do have it set to unrealistic. As you see, 30-meter widths. So I don't mind rock picking like this. And I believe this is set up for 100,000 liter capacity. We're at 60 almost 61,000. So depending on how many rocks we get, I may be doing a dump here like halfway through. We'll see. But I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I'm kind of slowly trying to get our equipment kind of put back in order into our sheds in preparation for winter. I've already gone through and fertilized the fields that I needed to for this fall. And basically it was just the cornfield up to our north here that really needed anything. The rest of them are fine for what they have growing in their fields. I have quite a few rough patches throughout the fields though, so we'll see how harvest is. It may be one of the like the drought mod or whatever it is I have that deals with water moisture. I don't remember. That may have caused that, but it may also just be the looks and appearances from severe weather. I have it set to where it shows the damage, but it doesn't actually affect my yield. Because, you know, you guys know me. I like to have fun doing these, so that's just cool. I like it. Now, if he wants to be efficient, he's going to have to come back through and get this actually into a seed bed. Granted, in the real world, that's probably just fine the way it is. Granted, I wouldn't be having this as unrealistic as it is if we were doing this real world by any means. That'd be cool if I could figure out a way. I'd make millions. But I do apologize if my voice has been sounding a little different. I've been dealing with my recording software a little bit. It's been updated a few more times, and some of the settings haven't been saved properly. Others have. It's been a big mess, and I'm slowly trying to adjust to it and get things fixed every time it screws up. So looks like we have about 39 minutes on doing this field. That's the nice thing about Courseplay is it does give you a lead time as far as how long it's going to take. So that is a nice thing. I wish the helper GPS mod that comes with the game kind of did that, but it doesn't. That's one of the advantages I like with Courseplay. Like I said, I don't know if it came out yesterday or the day before, but it was recent enough that I was like at the top of my list when I got into the mod hub. So it may have come out today, the day I'm recording, and then less releasing it. So there is that. I have been trying to get back onto my normal rotation of recordings and whatnot. I think my work schedule is kind of getting back to normal. However, in 3 weeks, I'm taking a vacation. So I will try to get my videos recorded prior to that week. But with the way things are going, I don't know if I can. But I'm planning on having a staycation, so I'm not going anywhere. So I should have plenty of time to get caught up on videos when I'm not working on things around the house that need to be done before winter hits, especially outside work. My bushes out front are horrible. Everything needs a nice, good, solid trim. So, including the hair on my head. I need a haircut bad. But, you know what, let's tab over to something here on the farm. That'll do. Nothing, no real big changes. Let's go check out our animals here for the time being. Yes, I hear you. I'm here. I'm so thankful that they don't sneak out. Whoa, hello. Beautiful horses. I love these guys. Looks like Paul's been taking good care of these guys. Hi. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys. These guys are all nice and clean. Looks like they're being well taken care of, well, most of them. Hey, hold still. You look like you got some dirt I'm trying to get off you. Yeah, these horses look like they're in good shape, eating well, eating healthy. Obviously, the grass looks great. Their pens have plenty of straw for them to munch on and oats and whatnot. So those guys are doing well. We may need to touch up the straw a little bit here and there, it looks like. But aside from that, our horses are doing great. Like I said, it looks like Paul's doing great with taking care of them and walking them, or riding them, I guess. So, ooh, chickens are laying some fresh eggs. Good. No rooster fights. Chicks all look good. I think I think we have some ducks in here, maybe? Maybe not. Okay, it's creepy when you guys do that in unison. Come on. But yeah, these guys look like they're doing well. We just recently topped off their food, so they shouldn't be too low on it. Let's see here. The dog here at the house is doing fine as well. I love this big shed. Plenty of light in it. It's doing great. Perfect for our equipment. Not so much for winter, but, you know. Let's come over here and take a look at our cute little adorable calves. Yeah, hi. Guys are so freaking adorable. I heard that. Let's check in their pens. Straw seems to be good. No issue there. These are nice big fluffy beds for these big guys. Well, soon to be big guys. They're not old enough yet for milk, so these have not been used. When they get older, we'll get these flipped on, and as these guys get older, we're going to put collars on them so that way these know which cow are being milked. Looks like our robot is doing a fantastic job of making sure these guys are well fed as well. Seems like we still have plenty of mineral feed. Definitely have plenty of silage, straw, and hay. So we don't need to worry about filling that up. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have... Oh, yeah, we do have some manure, but nothing too crazy. Slurry, we're slowly getting filled up there, but nothing close. Seems like Paul's doing a good job mucking these out. And our little piggies. Ooh, must be rather warm for them to be out there. That's a big grunt for a little pig. Oh, no wonder. I think it's you. You're being sat on. There you go. Plenty of food. Straw looks in great shape. It seems like these guys are just trying to stay out of the sun, which is smart. We need some rain so that way they can get some mud to wallow in. Hello, goats. Sheep. Unless I thought I had some goats in here. Maybe these are all the sheep. I got goats over there. Because I do have 2 pens for these guys. I wish that, you know, we could have gotten rid of the fencing and done our own. Yeah, these are the goats. Hi? Yeah, I guess it is around 1 o'clock, so these guys are all eating and drinking and staying cool, so I'm sure the concrete feels pretty cool to them to an extent. We do have goat milk. 2 pallets worth. Love it. What are you running? What are you missing? Compost? Ah, you're missing compost. What about you? Oh, out of space. Out of space for seed, which is fine. And probably, yeah, the fertilizer is going to be out of space too. We're also, well, materials missing for that one, but this one is out of space. You got plenty of manure in there, though, and that's a good thing. And I got a frog stuck in my throat, so. What are these? Ah, liquid lime. Forgot I put those there. Production missing. No, it's got water. Must be missing the lime. Ooh, that's what I can do. Where is... I need a good dump trailer. Nope, you guys aren't it. Well, you could possibly work, maybe. No, you're my manure spread, aren't you? Yes. Sorry, I can never remember what I have and where it's at. This opened up. Nope. Whoa. I really don't want to use one of these if I can help it. Because I gotta get that trailer out and everything else. These are just tractors in here. And the one tractor I know that has unrealistic capacity bucket is out there in the field. Ooh, wait a minute. I know what I can use. Hey, and you're empty too. Sweet. We're going to be moving some materials around today. Which is good, because we need room for the rocks when they get full. 90,000 liters of lime. I'm pretty sure that this can hold 500,000 liters. If I'm not mistaken. If it can, that means that we will have this emptied. Yeah, so we are full on stone, 30,000 liters of stone, and we have, let's see here, for 50 stone, it gives us 150 lime. That explains it. So we're going to get this emptied out. Hopefully by the time we get done in the other field, we'll have the space to empty that into here, or at least, very least most of it. So it is coming out slow, but that does look to be like a rather small auger, which is fine. I'd rather be on the safe side, especially considering I'm not always dumping into this truck. A lot of times I'm dumping into my spreader, which it doesn't really always have the best capacity with that. But we are closing on 60,000 liters, so we are 2/3 there? Yeah, 2/3. Math. Can be easy, can be hard. Not what she said. But it'll be nice to be able to get the liquid lime back up and running. I'll try to use that in my spreader or sprayer next time that I go to use it. Though I am looking at possibly buying a smaller sprayer, not a spreader, sprayer. It attaches basically to the 3-point. There's the 90,000, sweet. I feel silly having to do it this way, but if it works, it works. Sorry, water trailer, you're gonna get some lime dumped on you. That took 20,000 liters of lime. Alrighty then. Let's get out of that spawn point. What I'll do is I'll back up to this, back up under it, so that way we can let this get filled up. We can let that get filled up. Sorry, now that I can hear myself talk again. That's a loud truck when you're not careful. The other one is actually electric, but it doesn't have the capacity. It's got a 50,000 liter capacity, I think. But yeah, when we go through this, it's actually going to spawn these. So I need to figure out a way that we can actually do that. And actually, I'll show you guys the piece of equipment that I'm looking at. If I can scroll the right way here. I know it doesn't have the biggest capacity by any means. There it is. And I thought about getting this guy. It's got a almost 20 meter working width. But it connects directly to the 3-point, as you see there. And I feel like you can be a lot more particular about where you're spraying with this. It doesn't have the fancy stuff that some of these other ones do. But I also want to make sure that we can actually use it to spread the... Where'd it go? To spread the liquid lime. And I honestly don't know if it can. Not without giving it a shot anyway. And we have a Fent Rogator. Oh, that looks like a beast. Or it can be set up to be solid spreader. Oh, that is slick. We may have to invest in this guy. Or a legit spreader like that. I forgot I had this mod. To be completely honest. For $480,000. All right. We have 46 million in the bank. Not sure where that money came from, but we got it. Ooh, we can go from 11,000 to 13,000, or 1,100 to 1,300 gallons. I love that it's in gallons too. Or 40 meter, 36, 30, 27. We can have the Seria Pro Compact. We can do the Weed Seeker and pulse width modulation. Nice. This might be the way to go at $548,950. But I've never used this before. That's something I'm going to think about during the winter time. See if I can find it on sale anywhere. Because as you see here, it starts off at 409,000, which is not a small chunk of money by any means. We do have 4940 self-propelled sprayer, and I believe that has the attachment for. I might be thinking about the 4045, but that might have an attachment. Yeah, it does for the dry box. So I'll possibly go with that, because right now I have this guy, the power spray. So this one's by Giants. This one looks like it's a newer version. Huh. Interesting. And I have not tried one of these yet on this playthrough. Not sure if I will or not. Oh, and I forgot that we have the Colossus pack with one of these now. With 100,000 liter capacity and 40 meter working width. Ridiculous. Or we could set up a circular pivot, but we're not quite in an area where I think that'd be appropriate. So, just a few things that I'm contemplating right now for this particular one, especially I might try get the sprayer out, I said that right, and see if we can get this loaded into that. If anything, just for our own benefit. And how's this doing? Active production. It is running, which is good. There we go. Okay, so that's outgoing, which is the... Hold on. Oh, it's doing that thing where it's not wanting to show me the actual production. I don't know what the deal is, if it's a mod conflict on my end or what, but it's silly. I think it's done that since I put that, originally did this build. So I think we're going to call the video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just select you here and there. If you made this far in my video, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. So with all that being said, we'll catch you next episode. Take care. Peace.